to another episode of the Lounge Season 2 by the Rotary Club Achievers Zanka Business School. So today we have the directors of a very interesting avenue, and that is the International Services. So welcome the International Service Directors of the Rotary Club of Achievers Zanka Business School for the years 2020-2021, Rotractor Tikshana Gunasekar and Rotractor Lakshan Bannik. Hi guys.
Hi.
Hi. Hope you're doing well.
Yeah.
All right. So let's start off with a little bit about yourself. How would you describe yourself, like in the best possible way? Let's start with Tiksha.
So to describe me, I would be the petrol head, a Formula One fan. Anything to do with cars, it's usually me. And probably handler. That would be the best way to describe me.
All right. Petrol head for a reason, huh? How about Aksha?
Yeah, so describing myself, I would probably say I'm a fun-loving character. I mostly like to crack jokes and mess around and have fun. But also, I'd say like I know how to get things done, and like being in a club, I was able to do projects properly and all that. So yeah, I think it's a bit of both. Yeah.
All right. Amazing. Let me ask you something like this. Who is your role model and why? How about Aksha?
Role model. I don't think I have a role model per se. Yeah, not really. No. I
Okay.
know that Tikshan has one, so Tikshan can talk about him.
All right. Let's move to Tiksha then. Who's
Okay,
your role
so
model?
I don't have one specific person, but if I were to say if I have a role model, it would be Lewis Hamilton from F1, just because of his journey. He went through the hardships he went through. It just relates to me as well, so that's what I consider to be him as a role model.
All right. Lynn, we all know that Tishan is a diehard F1 lover, so if it's not Lewis Hamilton, who else would it be?
Yeah.
All right, guys, so let's straight move on to road track. So share a bit about your road track journey. How about Tikshana?
My road track journey, I joined purely because my friends are in it, and they seem to have a lot of fun, which they were. And then moving on, like joining in and seeing how the projects are done, how they help people, really got me excited. So I decided to become a director, which I'll say the rest is history. So did a lot in the club, helping most people, raised awareness. So I met some really good people who are I could call my best friends. That's my road trip journey.
All right, amazing, amazing. How about Lakshan?
Yeah, so I also joined mostly because like Tisura and Hiru and all of them were in the club. I actually joined with Hiru on the same day. Like I joined because they said it was really fun and I wanted to be a part of it as well. But then after becoming a director, I realized like how impactful and huge the projects that we do are and how we serve the community and all of that. So yeah, the journey has been amazing. I've met some of the most brilliant people, most amazing, talented people in the club, and they have become some of my closest friends. So yeah, it has been an amazing journey.
You start you start off thinking it's just fun and all, but when you realize how like big it is, how so much more that you can gain from road track, I think that's the amazing part of it, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Yeah. So let me ask like this. Continuing from there, what is the best thing that you have gained from road track throughout this journey? How about Lakshan?
Best thing I would say the people that I've met and the bonds that I've created with them. So yeah, that.
How about Tekshan?
Yeah, so I would say no, first would be the friendships. Right? Just something really important has helped me a lot in my journey of life, and how is the skill set. So doing things in Rotaract actually made me learn a lot of stuff which I could be using in a lot of places. Yeah.
Right. Amazing. Amazing. So let's talk a bit more about your avenue. So this is a very interesting avenue, especially because you get to mingle with a lot of clubs, especially with a lot of foreign clubs. So how, if I ask, why did you choose this avenue? What would your answer be? About Tikshan?
So choosing this avenue, there was very specific as to when I did like in professional services, I did that type of uh, development as well. But in the end, I got international service, and I think it's a great thing. I got to touch with people from around the world, had knew a lot of cultures which I didn't know, even found out new countries I didn't know. So yeah, that's the key highlighting IS for me.
How about Lakshan?
For me, I think I always wanted to meet people from other countries and become friends with them and like get to know what they do and all of that. So, in the back of my mind, I always wanted to do something like this. And then, like I saw how like Kasun and all of them have like really amazing friends from other countries. So, I think that's what motivated me in the first place. And then, yeah, after becoming director, I was able to like I have now friends in like Venezuela, Mexico, Brazil, Italy, all of those countries. So so I think that's why decided to pick this avenue.
It's a whole new experience, isn't it? And
Yes.
I think y'all chose the avenue which suits you best. And
Yeah.
rather than mingling with others, like there's that advantage as well. But rather than that, IS is also an avenue which you can do something impactful as well. So just like community service and professional development. So what kind of impactful projects that y'all have come up with during the past year?
Yeah. So like the advantage of international services, we can do community service projects which impact multiple countries, so not just our country. So our biggest project this year was called Break the Stigma, which was a mental health awareness campaign. So what we wanted to do was, rather than just talking about mental health, we wanted to talk about how to help people who have these issues, how they can help themselves, and all of that. So we partnered up with 16 other clubs from around the world, from South America to Europe to Asia to yeah. So and we all of those clubs sent in like 5 6 minute videos of the members of the clubs like talking about this issue and what they think should be done and all of that. And then we shared all this. So we were able to reach like multiple countries through this, and I hope that we were able to like help a large number of people who are suffering from mental health issues and also their friends to help them properly.
It's a very diverse crowd, isn't it? Like not just Sri Lanka, a lot of other countries, you know. Uh, any other projects that you are doing?
Yeah, so we also initiated a project called EPAD, which is a virtual pen pal, since what our thought process behind it was like pen pal was the thing when we were school kids. So it was already done by letter. You had to find someone who's willing to send exchange letters, and it takes a lot of time as well with the mail, being a snail mail, what they call it. So what we want to do is take it virtual, since it's already common these days with the pandemic. Platforms have been new platforms has been open, they have been recognized. So for that reason, we came up with EPAL. We had around 110 registrations for this. So we were able to join Sri Lankan contractors with contractors around the world and connect them so they would build new friendships as well.
I think it's a new take of how to use social media
Yeah,
effectively as well, right?
exactly.
Yeah, amazing. Okay, so when let's talk about what you all had to face during the pandemic. I think something that was very unexpected. So, what kind of changes that you all had to do during this period when it comes to international service, and uh, how did you all tackle that?
Yeah, so even when we were about to start our year, the pandemic was there. So even when prepared the year plans, we had to like think of what we can do about this. So normally, what the projects, some of the projects that are done is like foreign directors come to Sri Lanka and we host them and we get to know about their cultures and hang out with them and all that. So we couldn't do any of that this year. And also like it was hard to do physical projects as well because like in those countries they have lockdowns, and then when they don't have it, we have it. So that was one of the biggest challenges I think doing physical projects. So what we decided to do was focus more on virtual projects like Break the Stigma and EPAL, where like we focus on awareness campaigns and sharing videos and basically handling it all virtually was what we decided to do because we had no choice. And I think it was impactful as well because the reach and all that was pretty high as well. So yeah, Dikshan, anything to add on that?
Yeah,
What
so
kind of advice that you have to give for future IS directors, like based on the experience that you all have gained in the past?
I'll take, yeah. From what we learned from our year was it's really unpredictable. So we did have a few physical projects planned for the end of the year since the pandemic was like sort of rounding down. But then again, it goes up. So what I would say the best thing is have a backup plan. A
Yeah,
backup plan.
definitely.
So if you have something to keep in mind, there's still a pandemic going on. Have a backup plan for every physical project. So it's going to be easier for anyone to switch projects from a physical thing to a virtual platform. That would be my biggest advice.
Like since like we never expected to face a pandemic, so maybe we weren't prepared before to face something like this, but in the future now we know what could happen, like what kind of things that we can face in the future. So I think, yeah,
So we
being
should predict the
prepared is,
unpredictable.
yes, definitely. All right, so now we have something, a little game planned for y'all, something fun.
Okay.
It's, I call it this or that. So I'm gonna give you two options, and you all have to choose one, only one. So let me get my questions. All right, this or that. First one: are you an early bird or a night owl?
Right on.
Yeah.
Um, would would you prefer texting or calling?
Depends on the thing for me.
You can't pick one.
Not really, because I'm bored to call if it's a small thing, and I'm bored to text if it's a long thing. So depends on it. Yeah.
Elaborate. How about Tikshana?
Next day. Yeah, I'm not very good at calls.
All right. Savory or sweet?
Savory.
Sweet.
Sweet and savory. All right. Beach or forest?
Beach.
Beach.
Definitely.
Money or fame?
Money.
Money. Yeah.
All right. Okay, let's do one more. Tea or coffee?
Coffee.
Tea.
All right. Coffee addicts and tea addicts. We have everyone here. Uh, all right, guys, we have come to the end of our little chat. So, in conclusion, let me ask something funny that has happened to you in road track. How about Lakshan?
I think I'd have to say the incident after the installation this year. So I may have driven on the wrong side of the road for a while. So yeah, I was like really tired. So I thought that the road was a one way. So I just moved to the right side of the road, and then there was a truck coming to the left of me, and Tisura was shouting when I realized that it was on the wrong side. So yeah, I think that would be. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
How about Tikshan? Any funny stories to share?
My funny story would also be about driving. So we had this project called Deja Vu. That's by the PD company. So coming from that, I was a little bit too fast and might have gone airborne for a few seconds.
Oh,
And
no.
yeah, Lakshan, Sanjali, Akila, and Anjula were in the car as well. So they'll be
Yeah, the funniest thing was Tikshan was trying to scare us by driving fast, and then he got like shit scared because we were airborne.
You might want to rethink driving. Let me put it that way. How about that? All right. So my final question to you is: would you recommend road track to anyone, and give us your reasons why?
Yeah, definitely, because this past year and the year before that has been one of the best years of my life. I've met some of the amazing people. I've been a part of very large, impactful projects, especially at Attract Achievers. We do very impactful projects. So yeah, I would definitely recommend it for anyone. Yeah.
Yeah, I would as well. I I would specifically recommend Rotaract Achievers for the work we do, the projects we do, for the people we work with, the friendships built, as well as the connections we make.
So many things to gain from Rotaract, so it's recommendable for everyone, isn't it?
Definitely.
Yes.
All right, so we have come to the end of our chat today. So thank you so much, Teksha and Laksha, for joining with me to talk about your experience, about your road track journey. So I had a real nice time with you guys. Once again, thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for inviting us.
All right, so that's the end of our episode for today. So stay tuned with us with another episode. Until then, stay safe.